game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
A gain of 78 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion to make. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now Taylor to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, wahoo! Slam. 36. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Caught by Nelson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Nixon will try the right side. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. This time the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Taylor. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 53 yards on first down. Edmonds. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
36 to Mike. Here we go, D.
Throwing on second down. Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Nice stiff arm. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now it's Taylor. It's caught. Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. On second down, this is Edmonds. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams are just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter, as his guys are back within a single score. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go. On the rep, let's go right here. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Switch.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
36 to Mike. Yeah, let's get some.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run with Edmonds. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They come in with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 2nd and 9, Minshew going deep downfield for Ross. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 85 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive,
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check 25, check 25.
To try again after the sack. Taylor flushed it, and he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. He stiff arms him. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Maher is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 5, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
70, Indy.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on second and long. Taylor. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Taylor. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 99 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's Piron. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready up. 16, Mike 16. So don't say nothing. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen. Bang, 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 bang. Check, 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 check. Ready?
They'll run here with Bernard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Marr is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Taylor. Bringing it in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Leonard Fournette. Past the 20.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Edmonds. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Minshew. He completes it to Nelson. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 30 base. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Go, go. 16, 5.
On 4th down, Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals.
From the 24, Taylor. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Fournette. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the run, it's Mixon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Number 16's coming, check mark.
61, matchbox lights.
Here we go. Check 37, check 37.
Look at me, zipper. Get it.
Minshew sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 49, check 49, check 49.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Crouch. Joker.
Choke. Ready.
They'll run with Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hatchet. Swish.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw.